experienced it. See the map. This is Nigeria. This is where I'm talking about. And it's not just only Ogoni. I'm talking about all my experience, the pilgrimage and with Franciscan charism, the cross, the love of the cross, the love of our Blessed Virgin Mary, the source, the grace of confession. You know, many people don't know the value of confession, but the way I explain it, confession is like taking your dirty clothes to the laundry and wash it clean. I talk about how about your trash, like we take trash out, they clean it. You don't know where the dirty thing they took from their trash, they just clean your trash can for you. This is what happens when you go to confessions. So you like clean your clothes in your basement, you're cleaning, washing your clothes. So I just want people to, the simplicity of the power of reconciliation. And Jesus has said it. You know, I call our mother Mary is the mother of evangelization. Look at all the places she appeared. Yeah. You know, a pilgrimage. Look at Mexico here. Look at how many thousand people that were converted. The bishop was telling me
9 million.
The bishop was telling me that is equivalent to many people who converted to Christianity, and many people. I think he mentioned about the early Christian, the conversions. He mentioned something. They have done a research on that. You know, Our Lady. Let's say after you Google it, A Lady of Light in Africa, she appeared in the top of the roof of the Muslim. That was the first beginning of appearance.
Is that in Egypt?
In Egypt.
I got the oil from the electrician.
Yeah.
He's Egyptian. The priest came from that church and he brought oil, and I have it at home.
Very powerful. People didn't. It's not. People didn't talk much about it, but I am drawn to A Lady of Light because
It's amazing.
it just the sun is light. You know, Jesus is the light. And look at what happened in Mexico, all the places. Look at what happened in Louis. Look at what happened in Lord.
Lord.
How did that come about? It was because when the king of what is his name? King Napoleon, you know, was he never wanted it, but the maid, the wife told the maid to go and get the water from Masabia. I think that's what it was called, Masabia. He brought the moment the son who was about to die drank the water from Masabia, from Our Lady of Love, he got healed. Now, because they closed down the place that you got to pay before you get it. After the operation, you pay before you get the water. So the government was using for money. So in the end, it declared the whole thing free for people. That's why I see Medjugorje people. So it's like a lot of things that happen beside the Catholic. But that's why I call her a mother of evangelization. From Africa and everything. You know, I told the bishop about how my uncle priest back in Nigeria, we went for a church program. No, a church, went to mass. He has more than 14 or 24 parishes. You know, sometimes we split Sunday for ordinary days so they can cover. So he asked me to follow him. I went with him one of the Sunday, and he was going to many masses, to do many masses. So he asked me after mass to stay behind because the women were having a conference, Catholic and non-Catholic women, all of them, because all the women, Christian women, pray together. And the president of the women organization there asked the question, said, why is it that Catholic women have not been coming? The Catholic women told me that they reported that they were not coming because they accused them that they prayed to Mary and they were angry they didn't come back. So I asked them, when they accuse you, what do you tell them? They didn't have any answer. They said, we stopped. So then I turned back and told them, you know what? These people are right. They have every right to accuse you because you don't even know what you are praying. Man, the Catholic women want to stone me to death. But as I say so, as I was saying it, my hand was in my pocket. And you know, like this, I just pulled out my rosary. I asked them, is it what you guys are talking about? They say yes. Okay, I said, okay, you know what we can do? Let's go to the Bible and find out whether the Catholics are praying to Mary or this thing is in the Bible. I said, not just the Bible. Go to the New Testament. Pentecostal, they are very good. I took them to this in Luke Gospel. The visitations, the angels saying, and this is what we pray, and all of them, and what Elizabeth said, blessed among you women, blessed is the womb. And Mary said, henceforth all generation will call me blessed. They were like stunned that this is in the Bible. These women went and hugged themselves. They were so proud of even the rosary. The Catholic became proud. And those people, guess what happened? The leader, that's where I was, the president. When we get to the city, I went to the parish and told my uncle, that's what happened. He said, that's okay. You know what? The lady invited me in the special to come and visit her. So I went with my friend because I took permission from my uncle. When we get there was a pastor, area pastor, that is a pastor that is controlling more than 5 parishes. Five churches, Pentecostal. So he was the area pastor of the zone. Now I walk in there with my friend. He was sitting there. I never knew what was going on. So the lady walked out from our room when he heard the knock and walked towards me and look at the pastor and look at me and say, he went to the pastor and say, I have seen somebody who preach more than you do. I was so stunned, afraid. I wanted to jump out. So my my friend just sit me down. He sat me down and he said, you know what? All the lies you guys been talking about Catholics, all the things they are doing is in the Bible. I started quoting Bible, explaining what I preach, what I said. This man walked out from his chair and shook me. The lady and I became a good friend. I said, this is how you talk about God, talk about Mary, talk about Jesus. You don't quarrel. Prove it. It's in the Bible. The Catholic women, they were so excited.
Did any of them convert to Catholicism?
It's not them it's something they got. You don't force people to convert. You want them to believe it. Let them be convinced. That's what Mary do. That's why all the apparitions, many conversions that happen, to Muslim, to most of these people that when they feel it themselves, nobody tells them what to do. Appearance of Jesus to all the Muslims, look at how God has saved them. They have been convinced and convicted. This is power. And that is how you preach the gospel. That's what you do. 90% of Salados cases, those who come, those who are ready to have committing suicide, they all came back. I remember a day, person I prayed with, he was on the edge of committing suicide, and I thought he has done that because I told him, now you want to kill yourself. You have gun, everything been loaded. He said yes. Because I really took him, you want to kill yourself, which day are you going to do it? I'm going to come and watch you. No, in the end he said, I'm taking my life. And I said, one thing, I want to ask you a simple question. Now, when you want to take your life, where do you think you are going? It was on the phone. Where do you think you are? I think you want to get out from all this problem, right? All this, you got to be free, right? And he said, you know what? I think if I take my life now, I'm going to hell. And I said, is that what you think? And he said, you know what, Father Anthony, I'm going to Mass tomorrow evening. I never knew, I thought whether he went or not. But the day he went to church, went to Mass, that was the day they were arranging pilgrimage to Medjugorje. And he doesn't have any money. He was just there. People, the moment they saw it, somebody just said, I will pay your fare.
Wow.
Go with us.
Wow.
And I never knew any of this till that was a day. This is my 2IC. This is my second in command. Because I call her my second in command. Sister Rita. Somebody was dying. Somebody was having a serious operation that would take place. So she brought the person to the tomb for me to pray for the person. And the moment I opened the door, guess what? I saw this guy that wanted to commit suicide. I saw him with a big cross. I said, look at it, look at it. I said, what happened? It like I can't look clearly, like, is it crazy? Is something wrong with me? And when I saw him, this guy said he went to Medjugorje. When he get converted, convinced, he bought this cross and kneeled down where the operation took place, asked them to bless this cross. Now he's using that cross for evangelization, telling his story.
Wow.
Could you imagine? This is life story.
I have goosebumps.
This is my story. Sister Rita, and she carried the cross. Take a picture. Sister Rita didn't know what was going on, so later I told Sister Rita, this is the power of Our Lady. So reconciliations. Many people are doing things because it's tough. They cannot, and I don't blame them much. But those are the things this book is trying to reveal. It's good for conferences. I've told the bishop, the people. You see. Like Jesus Christ, when he was sending the disciples, it's those people who believe, those people who acknowledge, that's the people you deal with. He said, if they don't want to hear, put your son off and go. So I know that this book gonna have a lot of Chaldean men and women conferences, different, because it's so simple. Everybody, the story is it's not tragic, but it draws people in. That if this man can, after all this thing, become a priest, can get through this, me too can get through it. That is the summary. That is why the first chapter I talk about rescue mission. I talk about Moses. How Moses, they thought that they were gonna kill him, do anything, but he was the person who helped to rescue the Israelite. So it's beautiful, beautiful. In fact, sometimes when I look at it, I say, did I actually write this scene? Did I actually put this together? That's why the moment he saw it, because he's a writer, he has published books. But the moment he saw it, I thought, let me just try it and give it to him, do anything you want. After all, nobody cares. I said, bro, you've written a lot. We're going to work on this. We're going to send this out. It's going to publish this. I said, bro, I don't have any money. How are we gonna do this? Say, bro, I'm gonna force my company to do something. Even though you don't have anything, provided in the end we can get little by little to pay back from the book. That's all we need. This thing. And he said, you know what? I know more than 7 languages. We can translate this into Spanish and English. So that's why the book invariably, yes.
Maybe French next time.
Yes. Invariably, like buying 2 books at the same time. Is it not wonderful? We just bought 1 book, but it's like you get 2 books because Hispanic people, and you can see some of my picture back home doing groundbreaking. You see that. Don't shoot me, bro. And you see my reflection in Panama when we went for the conference. Remember, I was out of the country early this year. So you see all those pictures there. So it kind of, people like fun. Okay, where is it from? And again, 33 people all over the world recommended the book. So is that not, that alone, you tell you that it's not a book, it's just scrap. It took me time, prayer, meditation, reflection, time and time. Because one of my big professors in the Capuchin, he has written a lot of books. But Anthony, the best you can do, I know you want to publish this early. Write it, just don't forget about it. And that was a very good wisdom. Because if I have rushed, I would have missed a lot of points. So when I went back to it again, I said, so many information started coming.
But how long did it take you to do that?
It's close to 28 years plus, or 30 years.
I'm saying all of this is 28 years compiled?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's prayer reflections.
His poems are unreal.
Oh.
You read them, they're from the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, yeah.
Literally,
From within.
Yeah.
figure.
Everything is just amazing. So that is what it is. It's good. That is why when I was online sharing, with the conference video.
No, honey, get away from me.
Hey, don't bust anything. So it is what it is. Just want our
It's
people to
amazing.
know. Yeah,
No, don't run, honey. Don't run.
It's everything. Like say, after taking his money,
We should introduce Father Anthony and Father Peter from Uganda.
Father.
Yeah.
Which one?
Father Peter from Uganda, SFA.
Father Nicholas.
Nicholas, no, now it's Father Peter. Father Nicholas is back in Uganda.
Very good.
this one they complete. This one is you need one of this.
Oh, one
One
of.
of this.
Okay, another one.
Yeah, because the point is that it's